How's it guys, Lebo here from Bonworks Media. I'm back looking at another method on how to make money online. But today is going to be different in the sense that we're going to be looking at how to be a freelancer. Right, so making money as a freelancer as opposed to just making money online. I think this is good because it's gonna allow you that freedom to actually go into this and treat it like a business, even though it's not a business. So the platform that I've chosen to actually demonstrate this is NoSweat. You're gonna be looking at other platforms in the near future, but I just think this is a good one to start with, especially for beginners if you haven't tried it, as it does give you a lot of the basics kind of going in. The first thing you want to do is get yourself acquainted to what jobs are actually available on the platform. Now, this is a wide range of jobs, by the way, ranging anywhere from 2D animation all the way up to accounts clerk, even sprinkling in some administration work into that. So you have to figure out where your skill sets lie, because that's going to tie into something else which is also very important, which is marketing yourself, but we'll touch on that a bit later. First things first, how do you find work? So NoSweat as a platform has two ways of doing it. So number one, if you already have an existing client and then you just want to bring them in and sort of do your business through NoSweat, people who have done freelancing before would understand some of the benefits of doing this, but we will touch on that a bit later. Another thing is that they themselves can connect you to the clients that they have. So pre-existing clients that they have, they will take what you have, right, present it for yourself. In other words, whatever you marketing yourself, right, they will take that, present it to the client. The client will then be given an opportunity to either pick you or not to pick you. Which brings me to that final point, marketing yourself. Marketing yourself is going to be so important. What NoSweat will actually require from you as well is for you to provide some form of profile link, right? So what I mean by a profile link is if you have a LinkedIn account, you should populate that in a way that advertises your best skill sets, whatever that may be. So you should find a creative way to populate that. If it's not LinkedIn, go ahead and send them a different link to a different portfolio. If maybe you do 2D animation, which you should be able to do that, for example, on LinkedIn. If it's not animation, if it's something like accounting or whatever the case may be, go ahead and populate your LinkedIn the same way you would in general. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna do it a little bit different. So what I did is I'm trying my hand in voiceover work, right? So what I wanna do, which by the way, voiceover work is another source of income that you could do online, but we'll touch on that maybe on the next video. What I did was I did some voiceover work for this particular platform. That's the thing I'm gonna be playing for you guys now. So if you care at all, I mean, maybe you do, hopefully you do, please care. Go ahead and tell me what you think of the voiceover work. Tell me where you guys think I can improve X, Y, Z. I will touch on how to actually do more voiceover work and how to get paid for that later on. But now I just want to sort of play this for you guys and then we'll come right back. NoSweat removes the administration hassle so you can focus on getting started as a new freelancer, or avoid tax implications as a seasoned one, because who actually knows how taxes work, am I right? Just as a side note, if you do choose to do your own taxes, it is generally advised that you set aside 25% of every invoice that you send out. And hey, good luck during tax season. I'll come bring you some scones in jail. NoSweat also removes the dreaded, "Hi, I don't know if you remember me, but my name is Lebogang and I did some freelance for your company 6 months ago. I called you guys last week for feedback and Jeremiah told me to ask Julia if Samantha has processed the invoice." Yeah, what NoSweat will do is pay you directly once they receive payment or within 15 days after the invoice on agreed upon terms. And let's face it, you'll sleep better and look more professional when you're not chasing after 27,350.29 cents. And what does all this convenience cost you? A big fat 13.1% of the project cost as of July 2020. I know what you're thinking. What is this percent you speak of? I know, math never loved us. Let's work it out. Say you quote the work for, I don't know, 20,000. So what that means is the company would pay you 20,000 Rand after services rendered. Now they wouldn't pay you directly, they would pay NoSweat. What NoSweat would then do is then take out 5,000 Rand, which is for tax purposes, which is 25% for argument's sake and for this example, as well as 2,620 Rand, which is their 13.1%, which leaves you with a net of 12,380 for the services rendered. When it comes to you, it comes net. It comes with everything already sorted. You don't have to think about what's next. Unless, of course, you choose the option where you do your own taxes. Then, of course, it's going to come as a little bit more, but then you just have to put away the taxman's money. We don't want no broken legs. What this means in English is nothing is directly charged to you, but rather it is automatically deducted from your CTC, or cost to company, which is just fancy pants speak to say NoSweat as a company only gets paid once the client pays you, and they take their cut for doing all the legwork, and then you don't have your legs broken. Now, is it worth it? Well, that entirely depends on what it's worth to you, to somewhat eliminate one of the biggest problems within the freelancing community, which is late or non-payments. A feature of note, however, whether or not you intend to use the platform, is the reach calculator. I think this alone is a very useful tool to help out the beginner when it comes to that wildly debated how much should I charge for my services question. What the reach calculator does, and does well if I may add, is give you access to all the data that NoSweat has collected on the range of rates that their other freelancers charge. Of course, there will be outliers such as life, but it does give you a very solid base to start pricing, and you can adjust as you go and gain more experience. Alright, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that and you actually liked the voiceover. Do 2 simple things for me. Number 1, smash that like button. Number 2, just go in the comments and then give me a thumbs up. That's it. I don't need you to comment anything further. Just give me a thumbs up, that I'll know that it's specifically that the voiceover was just dope. The like is that the video was cool. Alright, so let's go into that. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. See you on the next one.